Oh, it's happening right now. It's the final Saturday of this year's Fiesta celebrations. King William Fair underway, as you can see. Just about getting ready for all the entrants to come down the street. It is known as Fiesta's largest neighborhood block party and raises money for a variety of organizations.
RJ and Sarah are out there this morning, so we'll be checking in with them to see how the floats are going. And throughout this hour, all those Fiesta crowns, we're ready to Fiesta here.
Of course, the big question is, what is all those clouds? What do they mean, Sarah Costa?
Sarah Costa's out there.
I think it's Sarah Costa at the thing. So I was thinking maybe Sarah Costa knows what those clouds mean, but
Sarah Spivey does know about those clouds too, though.
It's okay, David. I get us confused too. So. Sarah Costa.
Now I feel bad.
Same person.
Now you made me feel bad.
All right, David.
All right, I'm good. All right.
Too bad there's not another David at KSAT that I could make a joke about. I'm just messing with you. There's a lot of other Davids here at KSAT.
So what are the clouds?
Okay, David Hurtado. So we are going to be seeing at least some drizzle in places today, and it's humid out there, but at least the allergens look okay. Molds are low at 260, pecan, pine, grass low at 10. And outside right now, it is just humid out there. And in the 70s, it's 75 in San Antonio, 77 in New Braunfels, 77 in Pleasanton, 72 in Boerne. Take a look at these winds. Winds are sustained from the southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a breezy day. Even though not everybody is going to see drizzle today, everybody is going to experience the gusty winds. So as you're out and about, maybe you have picnics planned, maybe you're going to be out and about enjoying Fiesta. Your flower crown may fly across the aisle there because it is going to be pretty breezy. Some morning drizzle, 85 for the high. Now tomorrow, there is a window for storms in the morning from 7 a.m. to noon. So coming up, I'm going to detail that storm timeline for you. What do you need to know about the storms tomorrow? How much rain will we be seeing? And the storms tomorrow are a part of a larger system that's affecting a good chunk of the nation. I'll have those details coming up in just a bit. David.
Thank you, Sarah Spivey. Hey, talk about loud and proud. Remember this last Thursday, there was over 3,000 students and local high school bands showed off their talent at the 88th annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival.
And over 30 bands from across our area performed. The theme for this year's band festival was Viva Amor 2024. All bands played their renditions of happy and sad love songs, and they did so while competing for a prize.
Yeah, all the bands got the opportunity to win a Celebration of Music grant. First place went to Navarro High School, second to Harlandale, and third Cole High School.
And on top of the grant prizes, teams also competed to win their Class A ranking. Now, we're not going to tell you those winners just yet. Instead, you can watch those bands and see who won today at 2 p.m. right here on KSAT.
Yeah, we're going to be playing the entire band festival. The 3-hour show runs quick, but during that time, you're going to get to see over 35 bands perform, and you're going to learn who all those winners were as the band winners are unveiled during that time.
And Fiesta's not over, but this is San Antonio, so we're already looking ahead to the next part.
Oh, yeah, we're just a party palace. Mark your calendars. The Texas Eats Food Festival is coming up Saturday. If you didn't get enough food at Fiesta, here you go, May 11th, at Smoke Barbecue, east of downtown. Scan the QR code on your screen right there. Ticket information is there. You're going to see a full lineup of James Beard-nominated chefs, like 100 chefs coming to San Antonio. You get to go out there and just taste all that good food. Ooh.
And as you wake up this morning and make plans to head out on the roads, be sure to be aware of any construction and expect delays on the northwest side of town.
Yeah, RJ Marquez gives us an update on what you can expect over there at 1604 and I-10 today.
Well, it's another weekend and another round of major closures on the far northwest side. We, of course, are talking about the Loop 1604 North Expansion Project. So let's talk about what things are going to be closed out here for our drivers in this area. Basically, 1604 east and westbound lanes at the I-10 interchange, that's going to be completely shut down throughout the entire weekend. So basically, you're not going to be able to get through any parts of 1604 anywhere in between Vance Jackson to La Cantera Parkway. You're going to have to go through several detours all the way up to the rim and coming back around. around to La Cantera Parkway, down to UTSA Boulevard, and come back around to Vance Jackson. That includes the 4 Cloverleafs, which will also be closed throughout the duration of the weekend here. One bit of change from last weekend's major closure is that last weekend we had I-10 open in both directions, and this time a little bit of a change here. So I-10 East will actually have the left main lane that will be shut down throughout the entire duration of this closure. So keep that in mind. Now I-10 westbound, you're still going to be able to get through there, but again, if you're going anywhere from I-10 to 1604, you're just not going to be able to do it in this interchange area. Again, these closures are expected to last throughout the weekend, weather permitting, and everything expected to reopen at 5 a.m. They are installing new beams for one of the flyover ramps there that's expected to clear up a lot of congestion in hopefully the near future. If you need more information on this closure, head over to KSAT.com. Have a good one, everybody.
And at the King William Fair this year, you'll need to use tickets for food and games. That decision comes after system glitches last year when the fair tried to use electronic wristbands. So if you're going to the fair and parade today, the King William Association says you'll need a paper admissions bracelet before you can buy those foods and drink tickets. And then you should be able to find these ticket stands scattered throughout the neighborhood.
Want to make this the fair that everybody goes back to loving instead of saying, I am never going back there again, if they still have those bracelets.
And tickets are no surprise at Fiesta. It's very traditional.
It's very traditional.
The parade just kicked off at the top of the hour, but you can watch it right now live on KSAT.com.
Yeah, they've got events going on over there all day, all the way up till like 6 o'clock this afternoon. So if you're not down there for the parade, you still want to go down there. There's lots of fun.
You got a lot of time now.
Oh, yeah.
The time right now is 9:06, 75 degrees.
All right, live look outside with live cam. There's some, it looked like clouds, looked like it might be a little Miss Sarah Spivey. We'll be here in a minute, give us an update on the forecast. Today we're going to be okay today. We've done so far this Fiesta. There's no reason to think it won't happen good today. Welcome back. It's 9:09. Fiesta season doesn't just mean our city is covered in bright colored paper flowers. It also bursting with native wildflowers.
In this morning's Gardening with KSAT, Sarah Costa takes us on a walk and shows us how to identify native flowers and how you can plan to plant them in your garden.
Viva Fiesta! I love Fiesta season, but I really love how nature decorates for Fiesta with all of its wildflowers. Just pick any road and you'll find them. I'm going to show you how to identify some of the common wildflowers we're seeing in our area right now, and also how to plant them in your garden come this fall. Texas thistle, big spiny leaves that produce beautiful pom-pom-like purple flowers. One of my favorites, tick seed, yellow with a bleeding middle. Indian blanket, it looks like it sounds. A blanket of red, yellow, and orange. Mexican hat, you'll remember it because it looks like a sombrero. Definitely Fiesta ready. Wine cup, my kind of girl. She looks like a glass of your favorite wine. Meet Wine Cup's happy hour bestie, pink evening rose. She looks like a rosé girly to me. Texas prickly poppy, similar leaves to the thistle, then bam, it stuns you with these big white poppy blooms. If you want to grow these in your garden next year, only pick them once the flower heads have dried out. Leave them in a paper bag, then collect the seeds and sow them in November. Rainbow Garden sells native seed packs or even some via transplant. Happy gardening, I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
You travel up Highway 281 and like all the bluebonnets, when the bluebonnets are blooming, and then these flowers come in and take over. So it's really, it's a nice drive up Highway 281.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it, especially when you get up to like Spring Branch area. Absolutely gorgeous. So Sarah is somebody who can identify plants like that.
Great.
I took a picture of a plant. Have you guys ever been out and about and you see kind of these, they look like tiny little ferns, and when you touch them, the leaves close up?
Oh.
No?
I have
They're
to
called
see
they're called shame plants because they're like
Shame
Yeah,
plants?
shame. Yeah, and they actually produce beautiful flowers. That's
Wow.
what Sarah
Okay.
told me.
We'll see. There you go.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome with all that stuff, and you can watch her right now covering the King William Parade.
That's where she is, huh?
Yeah, she's live streaming that. Hey, remember how I said that the peaks of sunshine would be short-lived in San Antonio? Well, yes, the clouds are back. There were some peaks of sunshine around San Antonio, but clouds have moved back in. It's 73 in Helotes, 73 in Bulverde, 77 in New Braunfels, where there's a little bit of sun still left over, 75 in Hondo, and 73 in Kerrville. As we take a wider view here, again, clouds are continuing to move in, so it's going to be a fairly cloudy day day for us with a few peaks of sunshine in the afternoon. And it's going to be breezy too. By noon, it's still going to be in the upper 70s. In the afternoon, mostly cloudy and breezy, high temperature of 85. Now, there is a small 20% chance for an isolated shower today, but really the better storm chances are tomorrow morning. We'll talk about that in a bit, but tonight temperatures will be falling into the 70s. The biggest impact to your day by far is going to be the winds. Winds are from the south right now, sustained at 20 miles per hour, but we'll see a few gusts of up to 25 to 30 miles per hour throughout the day today, and even higher wind gusts tonight during Fiesta Flambeau. So the Vanguard kicks off at 7:15, parade starts at 7:45. It's going to be a breezy night. Keep that in mind as you're out and about enjoying things this evening. Those winds, you might be fighting with those winds a little bit. Wind gusts of up to 35 to 40 miles per hour even. Temperatures falling into the 70s after sunset. It is going to be a humid evening. I want to show you what's happening across the nation because it's going to be a very active day for many folks with severe weather. So take a look up into the Panhandle in Oklahoma right now. There's a tornado watch already in effect for those areas. A wider view here, there's a larger system moving through the Great Lakes. This system created destructive tornadoes yesterday. In fact, 78 tornado reports from this one system, with the most damage sustained in parts of Nebraska and Iowa. Take a look at this video from these storms. Do we have the video? All right, we probably don't have the video, but that's okay. There were destructive tornadoes that moved across Nebraska and Iowa. And what's amazing is thankfully no deaths have been reported. However, there was plenty of damage done. So hopefully those folks can quickly recover. But there is going to be some more tornadoes today across parts of North Texas and Oklahoma. In fact, here's a look at the Storm Prediction Center's outline for where severe weather is most likely today. From Abilene to Wichita Falls to Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Denison, Dallas-Fort Worth. This is where we could see long track destructive tornadoes later on today, in addition to hail and gusty winds, mainly for this afternoon and evening. Now, we in San Antonio have a much less of a severe thunderstorm risk. We're under a 1 on a scale of 1 to 5 for early tomorrow morning, with slightly higher severe weather risk across parts of the hill country. Here's what the future cast looks like. Some drizzle for parts of the hill country today. We're going to be looking at peaks of sunshine. Later on tonight, around 9 o'clock, there's going to be some storms setting up near San Angelo all the way up to Oklahoma City. This is where we could have destructive severe weather. Then by overnight across the hill country, in my experience in the overnight hours, that's when we could still see some loud thunderstorms, but they really lose a lot of their severity in the overnight hours. So by the time these storms reach us here in San Antonio from 7 a.m. to noon, yes, some of them could be on the stronger side, but the severe risk is fairly low. 7 a.m. to noon, that's the window for storms in San Antonio. Then we'll see peaks of sunshine. Again, from 7 a.m. to noon, that is the window for storms in San Antonio. We'll be up to 81 degrees tomorrow, then isolated showers and storms possible Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, mainly in the afternoon. We see slightly higher storm chances on Friday. Hopefully we can get that video of those tornadoes again. It is just devastating to see what happened from Nebraska all the way through Iowa.
Pretty impressive video of those tornadoes. Are pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
So the tornadoes are the way they're shaped and the way they're
and
rolling
because
across.
they weren't wrapped with rain, you can clearly see the tornadoes.
It is 9:16 and 75 degrees.
After the break, what you can purchase this weekend, tax-free, plus a warning for parents over baby-weighted blankets.
Nine 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Just as we get into spring storm season, as Sarah's been talking about up there in the Midwest, you can get a tax break now on emergency supplies.
In today's 12 on Your Side roundup, 12 on Your Side's Marilyn Moritz tells us what's included, plus a parent alert about weighted blankets for babies.
Spring and summer storms can get nasty. Hail, tornadoes, and power outages. It's prime time to prepare because Saturday through Monday, there is no sales tax on emergency supplies, including flashlights, lanterns, batteries, phone chargers, smoke detectors, and tarps. Also, ice chests priced less than $75 and portable generators priced less than $3,000. We've warned parents about weighted blankets and sleep sacks for babies before. Now Amazon and Target say they will stop selling them. Pediatricians have warned they're not safe. One death has been reported.
The weight on their chest, rib cage, and abdomen can limit the ability for them to move their muscles required for breathing, and this can lead to asphyxiation.
Instead, for infant swaddling, use a regular baby blanket. And toy trouble. More than 250,000 Yoto mini speakers for children are recalled. The lithium-ion battery can catch fire. Contact Yoto for a free smart charging cable. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Now we do want to check out there again at the King William Fair.
Yeah, it's 9:21, 75 degrees, which means it's pretty nice out there. You see the fans and folks and parade lovers have assembled on the street right there. I think the parade, there we go. There's just a guy shaking hands.
But we do have
looks
live
official,
coverage
though.
of this fair right now.
He does look official.
Yeah. Yeah, he has all the flowers there. Now the parade route is 1.5 miles long and lasts approximately 90 minutes.
So you may have heard Taylor Swift's new album, but have you heard it alongside Swift herself, sharing her thoughts?
And for all cozy gamers out there, a new game is on the horizon. Rick Damagella has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
They forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic.
Forget director's commentary. This is Taylor's commentary. The Taylor Swift track-by-track listening experience for the Tortured Poets Department features Swift sharing her thoughts and inspirations for songs from the album and is available exclusively on Amazon Music.
There are many tales of Middle-earth. Tales of courage and brave deeds in dark times.
But this is a very different story. Weta Workshop and Private Division have announced Tales of the Shire, a cozy game meant to keep aspiring hobbits close to home. The game arrives on PC and game consoles later this year.
This planet is unstable and inhospitable.
Atlas, my name is Smith.
Is that really necessary? You're a computer program.
Well, you had me at Jennifer Lopez in a mech. Here is the first full trailer for Atlas. J-Lo stars in the futuristic thriller as she hunts down a renegade AI with the help of another AI named Smith built into a walking tank. Atlas explodes onto Netflix Memorial Day weekend. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Pop singer Britney Spears and her estranged father settled their years-long legal dispute over conservatorship. The terms of the settlement were not disclosed. Britney and her father, James Spears, had been arguing since 2021 over the payment of legal fees and James' financial oversight as his daughter's conservator. Now, the pop star's conservatorship started in 2008 and was terminated in 2021. In a statement on Friday, Britney's lawyer said with the court filings, her wish for freedom is now truly complete.
It is 9:27 and 75 degrees.
We'll be right back.
I'm General Russ Dirk Driggers, the commander of Joint Base San Antonio and the 502nd Air Base Wing. It's my honor to be able to represent the military in this capacity here in Military City, USA. If you see an ambassador, if you see someone from the military during Fiesta, go out, shake their hands. I can tell you that when you say thank you for your service, we'll say you're worth it. Viva Fiesta.
And good morning. It is 9:30, and we are in the middle of the 25th annual Fiesta Pooch Parade. It's happening right now. Custom pups wagging their tails. It's the friendliest Fido event you've ever seen.
Our Lee Waldman is out there right now, and she joins us. Good morning, Lee. How's it going? You look so beautiful.
Good morning. You got to look at the hot dog stand. I mean, have you seen anything better than this? This is amazing, guys. I have the best assignment in the world. Don't be too jealous. This is so cool. Look at all of these incredible dressed dogs. This is our Fiesta Flair winner right here. Cha-Cha has been Viva en Fiesta all day. This is an incredible, incredible event. It's the 25th year for the Pooch Parade, and the purpose for this party is benefiting therapy animals of San Antonio. They have done amazing work in our community since the 80s and helping out also our surrounding communities as well. Fun fact I learned today, not all therapy animals are dogs. They have cats and bunnies also helping out. And you can see a ton of people here with amazing dressed dogs. So people here in Alamo Heights excited for Pooch Parade. The dogs are barking. They're happy to be here too. And we have beautiful weather, which has also been really, really nice for this Pooch Parade.
Wow. So you've been doing this for several years now, Lee. So give us some of the unusual costumes that you've seen and that you've seen this morning as well.
So we saw actually a person in a full like blow up T-Rex costume, and then her dogs had little T-Rex costumes on. Someone dyed their dog to look like a tiger.
Oh, wow.
It was wild. So the people get very creative. Lots of Barbie influence today, and Taylor Swift was here with Travis Kelce. She might have been a dog and a dog wearing a wig, but she was here.
Wow.
What categories will the judges be looking at?
So we did that part earlier today. They looked at best human and dog coordination, best Fiesta Flair, most patriotic, top dog, and like best in show. It was so cool. Those judges had a really hard job because people really go all out for this event. Like the people really coordinate with what they're wearing. So they had a hard job when it came to judging.
That's great stuff. All right, well, I can tell you had a rough morning.
Oh yeah, so it's a hard day.
Thanks, Lee.
That looks so much fun. Those were very creative, and even the floats had like levels.
Yeah, that's amazing. Dress your dog up like Taylor Swift and Travis.
Sarah, you love them as well.
What was that, Tiffany?
You love them as well? All those
I loved those dogs. They were great. And I love that there were some cats in the mix. My cat, she would not really appreciate having a costume on, I don't think. Hey, earlier we were talking about how yesterday there was a tornado outbreak across parts of Nebraska and Iowa. This is a look at some of that video. This is in Minden, Iowa, large wedge tornado there. And thankfully there have been no deaths reported from these tornadoes, but there was extensive damage that's going to take a long time to clean up. Another video here out in Lincoln, Nebraska. You can see the University of Nebraska, the football stadium there in the foreground. In the background, a tornado. Folks in Nebraska very used to tornadoes, but yesterday there were several tornado warnings issued in one day, the most in 5 days for some of those offices up in the Midwest. Well, as for our weather here in San Antonio, we're looking at cloudy skies. We had peaks of sunshine earlier, but those clouds have really moved back in, and the clouds are going to be stubborn. We'll have some peaks of sunshine this afternoon. It's mainly just going to be a cloudy and humid day. You can see that for most of our viewing area, it's fairly cloudy at the moment. Outside right now, it is 75 degrees. Winds are breezy from the southeast at 15 miles per hour. Even though, yes, there's a chance for some drizzle like at the King William Fair this morning, the biggest impact to your day is going to be the gusty winds. Winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour, high temperature of 85 degrees. So when we look at your weather headlines, an isolated shower today, but again, the breezy winds. So for Flambeau tonight, if you're going to the night parade, plan for those gusty winds. There's going to be a lot of people, wearing flower crowns, a lot of vendors fighting with the wind because of those gusts up to 35 miles per hour. This is all a precursor to our storm chance. Our window for storms tomorrow, 7 a.m. to noon. I'll be back to detail that timeline and talk about the potential risks with those storms as well. Tiffany.
Thank you, Sarah. A shooting investigation continues after police found 3 victims east of downtown just after midnight. However, they think the crime scene was about a mile away.
Officers tell us that they found shell casings near West Commerce and North Flores Streets. That's not far from San Fernando Cathedral. SAPD says the truck that victims were in had several bullet holes. One person hit in the chest and head. 2 other victims were also hurt. When police found them, they were already at a local hospital, and at last check, all 3 were in serious condition. Officers are still working to learn what sparked that shooting.
A two-vehicle crash just after 2:30 this morning sent 4 people to the hospital at the intersection of West Commerce Street and General McMullen. San Antonio police say a driver was speeding just before colliding with another vehicle. Both vehicles were badly damaged, and both of those drivers were taken to the hospital in critical condition.
Texas DPS troopers think they've cracked a kidnapping case out of Oklahoma. They arrested a male suspect more than 500 miles away right here in downtown San Antonio. That happened near Brooklyn Avenue and Avenue B. DPS tells us that they saw an SUV on Loop 410 that matched the one the kidnapping report told us. Law enforcement followed the vehicle to downtown and stopped it. And that's when they say they found a person who was declared missing inside that vehicle. They arrested the driver. Now, we called Broken Arrow Police Department there in Oklahoma to get some more information about the case, but we haven't heard back from them yet.
And back to more Fiesta. We are counting down to the Fiesta Flambeau Parade tonight and all of those vibrant illuminated floats.
There is an entire creative team putting the finishing touches on those light up floats. KSA Live's Jen Tobias Strusky introduces some of those who are ready to light up your night.
The team here is working around the clock to make sure they get floats like the one you see here done in time. It takes about a month to finish this from start to finish, and these deadlines cannot be missed.
I mean, if you got to work from 5 in the morning till 5 the next morning, it's got to be done.
I do a little bit of everything, so everything is challenging when you have a deadline to meet. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, you just have to do it right.
Jeff Spears and Velmel Clay have been building Fiesta floats for 30 years.
Well, that's a lot of teamwork, and it's a lot of like an assembly line. You know, you go from the builder to the decorator, from the decorator to the assembly, and then put everything together.
Do you ever make mistakes?
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, say I don't. No, I've made it. I made a couple. Yeah.
Don't we all?
This year, the Fiesta float building team has around 25 floats to assemble.
And so you can start from anywhere from. We usually work 8 hours, but sometimes it's 10, 12, 14 hours, sometimes more than that. It all depends on what's happening.
For Clay, who's in his 80s, the job is much more than assembly.
I was at work for the Department of Defense for a while, and this guy came and asked me would I mind driving a float in the Battle of Flowers Parade, and I said, oh, okay, I'll take a day of leave and try it. And I've been doing it ever since. Well, it's fun. It's fun. You meet a lot of people, It's like a family affair, really, because, you know, like Jeff and I, we've been working together for over 30 years. And we're like family.
I've seen a lot of these parades since I was a little kid. My grandpa's been doing this for 40 years. He has a lot of experience. The thing is, when you're little, you don't get to really appreciate how much work goes into this because you don't really see that. Now that I'm older and I'm here helping out, it's come to life for me. Like it's incredible to see.
How would you describe your title here? What do you say?
Well, with the previous owner, I gave myself a title. I was a HITIC. And that means I was a head illuminating technician in charge. So I did, in other words, I did lights. That was a simple thing to put.
You said it. That sounds better.
It was funny, you know.
It definitely takes a good team to get the work done here in time for the parades. What you may not know is this team behind the floats doesn't even get to see them along the parade route.
Well, we go in the beginning to make sure everything is good, and then once they leave the starting line, we don't actually see the parade. We're at the beginning, and then we meet it at the end. So we don't ever see the route.
And this year, the Flambeau organization has a new float. You'll have to tune in to KSAT 12 or in person to see the full illuminated effect. For KSA Live,
Viva Fiesta.
I'm Jen Tobias Strusky.
You know they're on a deadline because Clay never stopped working while he was doing the interview. He just kept right on going. Absolutely gorgeous floats. You're going to be able to see them tonight. It's the last parade of Fiesta. Our coverage of the Flambeau Parade starts at 7 p.m. right here on KSAT. Stefania Jimenez and Meyer Arth are going to be hosting. You can also watch our coverage of the Flambeau Parade on KSAT.com.
That's a lot of glitter.
Yes, it was. It was. Gorgeous, though. One of a kind here in San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm
right?
excited for tonight's parade. But let's take a look outside one more time. There we go. We're taking a look outside. It's 75 degrees and it is humid now, but it's going to be rainy later on during the week. Sarah will explain, but let's go back out to the King William Parade happening right now.
Hi, I'm Master Sergeant Christopher Mullins. I'm the manager of ISR Strategic Plans for Headquarters Space Operations Command at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland. This is my very first Fiesta, and I'm really looking forward to sampling all the culture and food. Viva Fiesta!
Welcome back to 945. Believe it or not, we're not that far away from graduation, and there are a ton of career options for high school seniors who are graduating.
But for some, the opportunity to serve their country is a life-defining decision they have committed to. The nonprofit Our Community Salutes San Antonio wants to honor graduating seniors who are planning to enlist and their families at their upcoming recognition ceremony.
One Marine recruiter says whether the senior has decided to join because they want to serve their country or their community, it's important to have organizations like OCS and the community rally behind the camp applicants to help them see someone cares about the decision that they have made.
So I think it is important that educators and these organizations give them a spotlight and be like, hey, this is what you're doing is honorable, and you should be proud of those decisions that you're making right now.
The recognition ceremony is going to be held on May 14th. Honorees will be draped with a stole embroidered with the branch of their enlistment.
High school students will be able to meet the recruiter at the event and complete the necessary arrangements. The deadline to register has been extended to May 1st. A link to registration can be found on our website.
So congratulations and thank you for taking that step to serving our country.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot going on around San Antonio today. Fiesta wrapping up in a big way of this weekend, and we hope the weather cooperates. I think for the most part it will. We have some areas of drizzle that are starting to develop out there this morning, but we can handle the drizzle.
Oh yeah.
It's more so whenever storms get in the way, but I really don't expect storms until tomorrow morning.
The drizzle and humidity helps the cascarone confetti stick to you, so you see that you've really been,
You found some confetti earlier today.
I found some confetti in my hair just about 30 minutes ago from Battle of Flowers yesterday, so yeah.
See.
Hey,
There you go.
it's the Fiesta spirit. I want to update you with a pollen count. There are 4 allergens out there, molds, pecan, pine, and grass, but they're all low, so no major issues there. Here's the weather headlines. Today we've got some drizzle out there in patches. Yeah, an isolated shower is possible, but the biggest impact to your day today is going to be the winds. In fact, by the time of the Flambeau Night Parade tonight, winds are going to be gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. And then tomorrow morning, there's a window for storms from 7 a.m. to noon. It's all because of this larger system. We've got a cool front moving across Texas with a big upper level low. This is going to be a severe weather outbreak, likely for areas in North Texas and Oklahoma. This is where we've got that moderate risk for severe weather. It's a 4 on a scale of 1 to 5 here, from Wichita Falls to Denison, Dallas-Fort Worth, Tulsa, Oklahoma City. All of these areas under the gun for primary threat being tornadoes, but also some very large hail and damaging wind gusts. Now, here in San Antonio, we are on the very tail end of this system. Our severe weather threat is significantly lower, but not zero. So in parts of the hill country, by tomorrow morning, when these storms are rolling through, they're on a 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. And in San Antonio, on the tail end of things, on a 1 on a scale of 1 to 5. So let me walk you through the futurecast. Yes, some drizzle this Saturday, mainly across the hill country, but yes, here in San Antonio, peaks of sunshine. It isn't until tonight that we start to see this front move through and really spark off these thunderstorms from San Angelo all the way up to Oklahoma City. This is 9 o'clock tonight. Now, in my experience, as these storms move south and into the overnight hours, they lose a lot of their juice, but they could still be loud and produce some gusty winds and some quarter-sized hail for areas like Rock Springs Junction, Fredericksburg, Spartanburg and Kerrville in the early morning hours. We're talking pre-dawn. By the time these storms reach San Antonio, they will have lost even more of their oomph, but by the time of 7 o'clock in the morning through noon, there will potentially still be some rumbles of thunder. About 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of rain with that storm system moving through, but it'll be out of here by the afternoon, and we'll be looking at sunny skies tomorrow afternoon. Keep in mind, the window is 7 a.m. to noon, and yes, some of the storms could be on the stronger side. I will be here tracking those storms. If you find yourself out and about, not around a television, you can stream on your phone on the KSAT Weather Authority app on KSAT.com. Will be available for you tracking those storms. Right now outside it's 75 degrees, 77 in New Braunfels, 77 in Castroville, 73 in Kerrville, and 78 in Pleasanton. Visibility is limited in some places because yes, we are having some patches of drizzle. And that drizzle is going to be with us, at least patchy drizzle will be with us through the morning. We'll be at 78 at noon in the afternoon, peaking sun there, and it'll be 85 degrees. Windy, wind sustained at 15 to 20 miles per hour today with temperatures dipping into the 70s. We're going to have a wide temperature spread across south central Texas. It's going to be downright hot. Del Rio, Eagle Pass, close to 100 degrees this afternoon. Quite a bit cooler in San Antonio, but still warm, 85 degrees, nearer to 80 degrees in the hill country where it'll stay fairly cloudy. So tonight, Fiesta Flambeau, night parade. A lot of us love this parade. Vanguard at 7:15, parade at 7:45. We're going to be humid, and it is going to be gusty with gusts up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. Looking ahead to the week after tomorrow morning, storm chance from 7 a.m. to noon. We are going to have only isolated rain in the afternoon, pretty much daily though, Monday through Friday, and Friday our rain chances tick up as we see a weak cool front approach. By the way, I just checked into the King William parade that was going on. Sarah and RJ streaming that. It's really great. A lot of I just saw the folklorico dancers, things like that. So if you wanted to maybe double screen, watch us on KSAT and watch on your phone. Nobody's going to say anything about that.
9:51, 75 degrees. Let's take a look at TransGuide before we go. Ooh, we know there's all that construction over there at 1604 and I-10, so get ready if you're headed that way. Elsewhere around town, not bad.
Welcome back, and the party continues. Let's go outside with King William Fair and Parade 2024. A lot of people are still gathering.
Yeah, they're still there. Maybe we'll widen out and get a little.
Right there.
There we go. There's some cheerleaders cheering on Fiesta. You know, RJ and Sarah Acosta, they're hosting the parade. So, you know, if you'd like, Sarah Spivey said, if you want to, double box it, you can on your TV.
And we know about 35,000 visitors attend the King William Fair every year. So it's a lot of exciting vendors, and now we're switching gears here.
Yeah, we're going over to the Pooch Parade. It just wrapped up, but there were some great looking dogs. Well, some of them you couldn't even tell they were dogs. They were so well dressed in their costumes and ready to go.
There were
that
different
was an
categories.
Exciting event today, yeah. So what was the T-Rex family? Had the dogs dressed up like T-Rex, had the adults dressed up like T-Rex. So that's wrap it up. But man, there are still more things to do today. Yeah. And plus we got the big ender for Fiesta, the Flambeau Parade tonight. You can watch it live here on KSAT, or you can come down and just be part of the festivities.
Yeah,
hang out with
you'll
us.
Be there.
I'll be there, yeah.
Hang out with David.
So, 9:55, 75 degrees.
We'll be back.
I am Mayor Ron Nirenberg. I want to give a great shout out to the entire team, servicemen and women and families of Joint Base San Antonio. We are so proud to be San Antonians here in Military City, USA because of you. Viva Fiesta.